a wild Saturday night. I'm in my sweats and I just made a trip to the grocery store, just a quick little trip. But I want to do a grocery haul for you guys and just show you some of the things that I got today. And I also threw in a few staples that I already had here, just to give you an idea of the groceries that I typically buy and eat in a week. And I am pretty much a creature of habit. Like, I buy and eat a lot of the same things through the week, but I do that because, for one, I like those foods, they taste great, but also because it makes things a lot easier. Like, life is so much easier when you don't have to think so much about like mixing things up and trying all these random new things. So some people love that, and if that's you and you like to like buy different things all the time, totally cool. But for me, I get pretty much the same things all the time. So I'll go through and show you everything that I got here. We'll start out with meat because there's not very much, but I got this uncured Canadian bacon, Simple Truth brand. I buy a lot of their brand because it's good stuff with good ingredients that's not quite as expensive as a lot of health food. And I love this Canadian bacon for breakfast because it's really high in protein, low in fat, and hardly any carbs. So it's a good lean meat for breakfast. And then I also got some chicken breast tenderloins. I get the tenderloins instead of the full chicken breast because they're a lot smaller, they're easier to cook. I just throw them in a pan and flip them over a few times and they're done. So that's why I like to do these instead of chicken breasts. So I buy those most of the time. And then I also got some eggs. I go through a lot of eggs during the week because I eat them sometimes for breakfast, but a lot of times I'll eat breakfast food for lunch and dinner. So these are my go-to, and I'll have usually like one or two eggs with a whole bunch of egg whites. So I like to do this because I like the taste, for one thing. So the whole egg plus some egg whites, you still get that yolk flavor, but they're a lot lighter and fluffier with the egg whites. And then also it's just more macro friendly because it's lower in fat. You get the fat from the egg, but then you get all protein from the egg white. So that's why I like to do that. I also have yogurt. I love to eat yogurt. And these Chobani, they're less sugar Greek yogurt. And these have been my go-to lately. They've got a lot of good flavors. I've got blueberry, peach, and strawberry. I also love Siggi's brand yogurt. That's the other one that I buy. This has a low amount of fat and then high protein and moderate carbs, and then this is fat-free yogurt. So depending on my macros and depending on what I'm wanting for the day, I'll eat this or I'll eat that. So love both of those brands and I highly recommend them. This is something that I didn't buy today. I actually order it from Thrive Market, but Kroger also has this nut butter sometimes, but it's the Nutso Power Fuel, and this is the smooth kind. It's really good. It's actually free from peanuts, so if you have a peanut allergy or you have trouble with peanuts or you just want to avoid them, this is a good one for you. It's got a huge variety of nuts and seeds on there, and the taste is awesome. So I love this stuff. I put it in my oatmeal. I'll put it on a rice cake. I'll just eat a spoonful sometimes if I'm like capping off my macros at night. So I love this stuff. Another breakfast food that I like is cream of wheat. I usually alternate between cream of wheat and oats. And the reason that I do that, for one thing, just to mix it up, but cream of wheat is a lot lower in fiber. I don't even know if it has any at all. 1 gram of fiber. And then oats are a higher fiber grain. So depending on how much fiber I need to add for the day, I'll pick one or the other. Because I try to keep my fiber between about 20 and 30 grams per day. I used to eat a ton of fiber, like literally 35, 40 or more grams of fiber in a day, because I would eat whole grain pastas and oatmeal, and anything that I bought, I would buy whole grain bread, things like that. And it is good for the fact that it's slower to digest. It makes you feel full longer, and you need some fiber to help you be regular, if you know what I mean, because you've got to like create that bulk. It sounds weird, but It's true, but I found that I was actually eating more fiber than I needed, and it was keeping me from being regular. So I kind of tried to bring that back and be a little bit more moderate with my fiber intake. So sometimes I'll do the cream of wheat since it's a lot lower in fiber than the oats. I love those in the morning with my protein oats, and usually the way I'll cook that is those. And if you go and watch my full day of eating video that I posted before this, I show you how to make those oats, but I'll make them with this Orgain protein powder. I ordered this off Amazon. It's really good. It's pretty cheap for an organic protein powder, so I really like this. And then I also have cereal. I'm a pretty good cereal eater these days. I like it a lot. I like this one because it is high protein cereal. I love anything that's cinnamon flavored. And this is just a good little snack to have. I'll bring it, just like eat it dry at work if I need a little snack here and there, or just eat a bowl at night sometimes. I just love this little snack. So that's one of my favorite cereals. I've also got some drinks over here. So I get either cold brew or iced coffee like this and have it in the morning. I love that in the summer because it's a little bit hotter outside. So I'll have this I'll show you the creamer that I use. This is the creamer that I've been using. You'll also see this in my full day of eating. It is Super Creamer. The brand is Keto, I guess that's how you say it, and this is a really good creamer. It tastes a lot like Half and Half, and it has whey protein, it has MCT oil, and it has 0 sugar added to it. And this original flavor actually has no sweeteners at all added, so I really like this stuff. It tastes great in my coffee, so I'll usually put these two things together with a little bit of this caramel syrup. This is from Skinny Syrups, and it's naturally 0, so it's sweetened with, I think it's sweetened with stevia. Yeah, sweetened with monk fruit extract and stevia, and it's caramel flavored. I literally just put like maybe a teaspoon in there just to give like the tiniest bit of sweetness because I don't like my coffee super sweet. But y'all, this is a bomb combo. Like, highly recommend. It's so good in the morning. And I like to do that because I had been going to Starbucks like way too much, so this was a lot cheaper option just to make it at home and take it with me to work. So moving on, I've got cow's milk and almond milk, and a lot of people are afraid to drink cow's milk. Honestly, I don't have a dairy intolerance. I do fine with yogurt, I do fine with milk, so I drink it. And one of the reasons is skim milk is super high in protein. If you drink a cup, you'll get 8 grams of protein, which is awesome. And it does have quite a few carbs, but I'm good with that because I eat a lot of carbs. So depending on what my macros are and what macros I have left, I'll choose one or the other, or sometimes I'll combine them with my cereal or different things like that. And then this is just the Silk almond milk. There's a few different brands that I like to buy. So there's that. And then I've got some jasmine rice, and I have been buying like the pre-cooked little packets that you can just microwave, but I wanted to buy this because it's a lot cheaper, and I can take the time to cook this and not be like super lazy for once and make this rice to have for the week with my lunches. So we've also got some fruit. We've got bananas. We've got Honeycrisp apples. Ugh, these are my favorite apples. They were on sale and I couldn't resist them. They're so good. Like, if you have never had a Honeycrisp apple, all the other apples pale in comparison to these, so you need to try them. But there's those, and then I've got some veggies over here. So I've got asparagus, I've got mushrooms, and spinach. And spinach I use like all the time. I'll just throw a little in a pan and saute it with my breakfast food or something like that, just to get some extra greens in. And then same thing with these. I'll probably either saute them or throw them in the air fryer. And the last thing that I've got over here is the other protein. So these are the 2 proteins that I use the most. This is actually a whey protein. It's natural, so it's naturally sweetened with stevia. And this is a really good one because the macros are awesome. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it's got 100 calories, 3 carbs, and 21 grams of protein and no fat. So this is a really good thing if I am really low on protein for the day and I need something that's pretty just purely protein, I'll have this, or I'll have egg whites. These are two like great sources of straight up protein. This has a little bit of carbs, but that's it. This is just straight protein. So that's what I usually will do if I'm low on protein. But that is a quick little grocery haul for you. I hope it's helpful. I hope it gives you some ideas for things to try next time you go to the grocery store. So